Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. Family violence is a scourge across Australia, and the statistics are alarming. According to the Domestic Violence Resource Centre in Victoria, 1 in 4 Australian women experience intimate partner violence. 1 woman, on average, is killed in Australia every week by a partner or ex, and that is a dramatic statistic in itself. A woman faces an increased risk of being killed or seriously injured when she leaves or is separating from an abusive partner. 3 women, Mr Deputy Speaker, are hospitalised every week in Australia with a traumatic brain injury caused by their partner or ex. In my state of Victoria, Victoria Police family violence incidents are going up again dramatically. In 2012, approximately 47,000 incidents were reported. In 2016, that has jumped to 77,000 incidences. And let's not forget that Indigenous women, alarmingly, are 35 times more likely to be hospitalised by family violence than other women. Family violence affects so many of us in so many ways, and I've spoken before about one of my sister's closest friends, Mr Deputy Speaker, the beautiful Monique Dennehy from Geelong, who was murdered by her partner. There are also some amazing stories of inspiration. Members here might have read about Rachel Moore, who has 5 children. 4 of them saved her life when her former partner and the children's then stepfather stormed into their Brisbane home, shooting Rachel in the shoulder. The 2 older children wrestled the gun away from their stepfather's arms and stopped him attacking their mother, while the younger children also took defensive action, including hiding their baby sister. The 4 children will receive Australian Bravery Awards later this year. As we all know in this place, under the leadership of Prime Minister Turnbull and the Minister for Women, Senator Cash, I'm very proud of the work our government has done to date. It includes committing $200 million of new funding under the Women's Safety Package and the 3rd Action Plan to address family violence, and this includes $18.5 million to legal aid commissions to deliver integrated duty lawyer and family violence support service, money for family relationship centres, $16.5 million to community legal centres to provide advice, and other specific funding for Indigenous communities. The Attorney-General has too led the way, announcing a review of the Family Law Act, in particular in Part 7, and also has released an exposure draft of amendments to the Family Law Act which are being proposed, which include making injunctive orders for personal protection a criminal offence. Mr Deputy Speaker, as the Chair of the House of Representatives Standing Committee on Social Policy and Legal Affairs, I'm very proud that last week our committee announced an inquiry into a better family law system to support and protect those impacted by family violence. Our committee's strong message is your voice matters. The committee has a number of particular areas of focus in the inquiry, including how the family law system can respond as quickly as possible to family violence, how the family law system can provide adequate protection through consent orders. We're also looking at the issue of self-represented litigants, particularly when it comes to perpetrators cross-examining their partners or former partners who may have been subjected to family violence. The inquiry will also consider the financial needs of people affected by family violence, including whether family violence should be a specific issue in relation to property division. We'll also examine the capacity of family law professionals to respond to cases involving family violence and the potential, Mr Deputy Speaker, for a national approach to the enforcement and administration of intervention orders or apprehended violence orders, depending on the state that you're in. I just want to share with members here and with anyone either watching this tonight or reading it in Hansard that submissions are open until the 3rd of May, but very importantly, Mr Deputy Speaker, at the inquiry website address, which is aph.gov.au/FV law reform, FV meaning family violence law reform, there is a questionnaire where every person who's been affected by family violence in the family law system can fill out and share their experience. Thank you very much, Mr Deputy Speaker.
Thank the member for Crangham.